Bullet Bourbon is dangerous.
It's smooth and whatnot, like, as far as alcohols go, but, like, I'm not a big shot guy. I'm more of, like, a mixed drink and, like, walk around like a spy drinking a cocktail, because that's how it makes me feel when I drink cocktails. Welcome back to another fantastic episode of the Meg Ryan Show.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Ryan.
And today's episode is going to be so fantastic because we are doing the Music Ask
20
Challenge.
20 questions, music edition. So there's just 20 questions about certain songs that make you feel a certain way and whatnot. And we came up with our lists.
Yes,
we're going to compare them.
We came up with our list and we added a twist to it because we're turning it into a drinking game.
Woo woo!
And you know what? If you're listening, you should do the list yourself.
Crack a cold one. Drink with us.
Crack a cold one. You know what? Do the challenge with your friends. And
it's a good time. We had a good time.
Yeah, this is a good time. I'm excited. I had a really fun time actually coming up with my answers. I was getting pretty nostalgic and like tearing up a little.
Yeah, I was at the gym just kind of contemplating, like going through my playlist, like, oh, what should I do? What should I do? It has to be the right song.
I had to go back. I had to go to like my first playlist I ever made on Spotify. I was like, oh shit. But I'm excited. Before we get to our music ask, which is gonna take up a majority of our podcast today, we do obviously need to catch up with the primary
neighborhood Facebook
source.
Update.
I think the most exciting update maybe ever for me as a woman of Wolf Creek.
Yeah. So
is the creation of an entire separate neighborhood Facebook account.
Yeah, actually. So my mom listened to a recent podcast of ours, and she sent me this. She said, "Hey, there's another neighborhood Facebook that somebody created." Out of spite of not...
Was it out of spite?
Of not being liked in the other one. Because she would fight with people.
Who was she not like? Okay, let's not name any names.
We're not going to name names. But like, somebody got in a fight with somebody, and like, she just starts a lot of drama. So she started her own, and I told you about it, and now you're in it, right? You gotta welcome?
I was accepted into the second neighborhood Facebook group.
Heck yes.
And they welcomed me. I got a welcome post.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were like, Megan, hello, welcome to the group. And everyone's like liking, commenting. I was like, cool.
That's what's up. So you gotta comment like, so where's the drama at, ladies?
Right.
Wink,
That's
wink.
kind of what I was hoping for, but it's just been elementary school chat. And I feel a bit too young to be participating.
That's okay. Something will come along. We'll keep you guys posted.
I'm going to be honest. So you had me join the Plainfield Moms Over 40 group. Yeah. And I get notified like every time someone posts in it, which is like 10 times a day. And I've been kind of wanting to participate in some of the posts.
You should. Comments and
the
stuff.
mothers asks for like genuine advice. And I'm like reading it thinking like I have great advice for some of these.
Yeah, get it.
Like the one was like, oh, I'm giving my 13-year-old daughter melatonin every night. And she's having nightmares. What should I do? I'm like, stop giving her fucking melatonin. Step one.
Yeah, that's not good. Like, why are you giving her melatonin? Because she
won't
go to sleep.
She literally
She's a
wrote,
child.
I started giving her melatonin and she started having nightmares.
So she basically said the solution to her problem.
Literally, yes. But I'm not a Plainfield mom over 40. I don't want to.
Not yet. Gee whiz.
Got another year.
All right. So, anyways,
let's dive in. But what's the drinking element here?
Okay, so I'm going to take a small shot, but we're going to take a shot of, what is it, bourbon?
Bullet Bourbon.
Bullet Bourbon every time
Bottled
that we match up.
Raised here in Plainfield, Illinois.
We're going to take a shot every time we match up perfectly with a song that we both thought of the same exact song. And then we also are sipping on our own respective drinks. I'm sipping on a beer.
And I don't even want to say what I'm drinking. It is toasted coconut almond sparkling sake wine.
It's embarrassing.
It's a mouthful.
It's quite embarrassing.
It's really good. If you've ever had sake, if you like LaCroix, as you don't.
You know, this kind of reminds me though, is I went to, they added that bowling alley in the mall. It's like an arcade bowling alley. Yes. There's a bar there.
Karaoke. There's a bar there?
There's a bar there. And we had this beer that was like imported from Japan or something. They have it on tap. Mm-hmm. And it was only $1.99. for a pint.
Oh, wow.
And then you could buy like pitchers.
Was there any alcohol in it at all?
Yeah, there was, definitely. You could buy like pitchers for like $17.
Oh, nice.
Pretty nice, but you have to like listen to people bowl, so it's kind of And the dude was like really annoying. Like kept coming up to us and like spilling beer.
Yeah. I want to go to Japan. I've had plum wine is like a really big thing in Japan too.
What?
It's
really?
Delicious.
I've never heard of that.
It's very sweet.
Yeah.
I'm like a very tutti frutti
See,
alcoholic.
I've had blueberry wine from the Round Barn Brewery, and like it was delicious,
really
but it
good.
also kind of tasted like socks, because I think all wine kind of tastes like dirty socks.
Ew.
But that's just me.
I'm mad at you for saying that. I'm mad at you for potentially
blueberry socks.
Potentially ruining wine for me forever.
It won't ruin. Just next time you taste it, just don't think of dirty socks.
I can't think of anything except for dirty socks right now.
Great. All right, so let's move on. Anyways,
let's dive right into this list.
So the first one is hold on, I gotta pull it up. I just closed it out for some reason. You ever close out of an app and immediately go back into that app? Like, oh, close out Twitter. You're like, oh, I should go on Twitter.
Apps are a struggle. And so do you ever get like psychotic with social media? Like you've checked every single app you could. So you like reopen and you're like, oh, I'm already up to date.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
It's so funny.
So number 1 of the music ask, a song you like with a color in the title. I'm going to go first on this one because I immediately thought of this song. It's called Pink and White by Frank Ocean.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, you know Beyonce is actually in that song. Like, she sings like the backup vocals, which just you could hear. She's kind of in the distance. It's amazing. But,
I'm so mad I didn't think of that one. That is a really good song. That album.
That whole album
is great.
Yeah.
I still remember when it came out. I remember everybody listening to it, tweeting about it that night.
So perfect.
Amazing. I did the song Purple, Yellow, Red, and Blue by Portugal the Man.
Yes, that is a good one.
It's kind of corny, but I don't know why. It's just Portugal the Man, to me, like their older music is so just
honestly, I think it's a lot better. I don't know why. I think it's a lot better than their newest stuff because they try to go too pop now.
Yeah, I
agree.
agree.
With Feel It Still. I heard I was in Charlotte Russe yesterday with my girlfriend shopping around, and they were playing a fucking remix of Feel It Still, and it was like super fast and like upbeat, and I was like, dude, the dude's it was super slow. Like he was singing a lot slower, and there was like a beat behind it, and I was like, this is so dumb. Like I couldn't sing along because it was like, ooh, I'm a rebel. I was like, oh, just go faster. I don't know. It was ridiculous.
I hate the opposite, though. I hate when the radio speeds up songs.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we talked about, like, the Hozier song
Take Me to Church.
Week.
Like, he's like,
Take me to church. And you're like, no.
Oh, this is a beautiful song without that.
All right, number 2.
I put down 3005 by Childish Gambino. You ever heard that song?
I have. I love that song, but we didn't say what it was.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Number 2 is a song with a number in the title.
As you could have guessed. Yeah. So 3005.
3005. I love that song.
Yeah, it's a really great
song.
That
was on my summer playlist last year.
It's a good summer. Like that whole, not the whole album, because there's a couple like buffer songs that are weird and like a couple songs that are just like random shit that he's doing, but that was one of the bangers.
Yeah, I didn't really know Childish Gambino before like his last like Awaken My Love. Yeah. That's kind of really when I like dived in.
That album is beautiful. It's amazing.
But that's one of the songs of his like older music that I really like and got into.
So what is your favorite song?
I did 911/Mr. Lonely by Tyler the Creator, Frank Ocean, and Flower Boy.
That was my freaking second choice.
It's so good.
It really is. It's a great song. It's got like 2 parts to it, which I love when people do that.
Yes, I like the element. Like it's like 2 completely different sounds, but it's really good.
It's got Frank Ocean in it. Anything with Frank Ocean is going to be a banger.
If you're feeling just sad, if you're feeling lonely, 911/Mr. Lonely. That's what you need to call.
For sure.
Number 3.
Number 3, a song that reminds you of summertime.
Summertime. By the Carters.
By the Carters. I know you're obsessed with the Carters.
I am so obsessed with that album. And honestly, if you read my list, you'll see that I have that song. I repeated it quite a few times.
Did you really?
That song, when I hear it, I just want to be in a pool. I want to be just with a man. I want to be having a good time. Like,
okay.
That song
I can see it.
is summer for me. This summer in particular, because I've listened to that album.
Yeah. Well,
like
that makes
every
sense.
day.
I think I put What I Got by Sublime. Lovin'.
Oh, okay.
What I Got. And like I really love Sublime. Like I don't love them a super lot, but like my tattoo is like it's kind of based off like the sun. Mm-hmm. And this song also reminds me of like my friend from college, and like we just listen to it during when it's really nice out, and we just sit out on his like literally on his trunk of his car and just listen to music.
That's a good one.
It's so great. So it always reminds me of the summertime. So it's real nice.
That's a summer vibe. I kind of cheated on that one because it was called Summertime.
It was called. So you literally looked up Summertime in Spotify. You're like, ooh, the Carters.
No, but you know what that reminded me of when you talked about Sublime, the Kid Rock song that's like, we were smoking funny things. Like that song always plays.
That song does always play in the summer. That's a good song though, really. Kid Rock sucks, but
so good. Number 4. I don't think you did this one. Did you think of anything?
I skipped it because so it's a song that reminds you of someone that you would rather forget about, and I couldn't think of anybody that I'd rather forget about. I don't really like have that type of people in my life.
You're so sweet.
I know, I'm so perfect, right?
I could think of like 20 songs of people I'd rather forget about, but I was like,
all right,
they're probably gonna tune in. But I put a song that's more general, just a song I would listen to when I'm feeling like
you want to forget about
towards someone. It's called Panic Chord, the Hoochie remix. I will send it to you. It's
never heard it.
So good.
Put it up on the playlist or send it to me.
I will definitely send it to you. But one of the lyrics is just like, "Oh, we're just like a box of souvenirs. Like we're just like we're just a collection of things." And it's basically like the perspective of the song is so interesting because she's just saying like, You made us out to be more than what we are, and we're just items. We're not like an actual.
Well, it sounds like it has a really good
relationship.
message.
Yeah, I really like it. And this is like a trap remix, which
makes it even
made
better.
it better because originally it's kind of like a not blues. What's it called?
Bluegrass.
Ooh, kind of.
Ew.
It's really weird. You'll like it a lot, I promise. Let's go to number 5.
Okay, this one it took me some multiple tries to think of it. I had to text my friend about it to ask him. So it's songs that make you want to dance. I texted him. I was like, "Yo, what songs make you want to dance or me want to dance? Like, can you think of anything?" And he was like, "Hold on, I'll get back to you." And he like said Zed's Dead or something. I was like, "Dog, no, I'm sorry." And he was like, "Okay, well, I can't really think." And then like he eventually said Funk, and I was like, "Yeah," because like I listen to funk once in a while, and it kind of brings me back to like freshman year of college. And so I put Superstition by Stevie Wonder because I always get down to that song.
Okay, that's a good one.
It's such a good song. It's on like almost all of my good playlists.
That's a good one. I kind of want to dance. I'm just thinking about that song. That song reminds me of family parties for some reason. Not even my own, just in general.
In general, like other people's family parties. Like, oh, y'all listen to Superstition?
For mine, I put Phone by Lizzo. Do you listen to Lizzo?
I do not. Like, what kind of music is it? Is it like boots?
Boots
and pants and boots and pants.
No, she's kind of like rap, not really R&B. I don't know. She's kind of her own thing. She, I love her Instagram, like description is I'm a bop star.
I'm a bop star? Ooh, that is
and
cool.
It's so true because all of her songs are bops.
Straight bops.
But this song, Phone, is so funny. It's just like, it's a song about just being drunk and it's like, where the hell my phone? How I'm supposed to get home? Like, that's the whole song. Like, repeated over and over, and it's so annoying.
It's a good dance beat, though.
So catchy. Especially if you're drunk. It's great.
And we're all really great at dancing when we're drunk, so.
Of course. So much better. Really helps. We didn't do number 5, which is a song that you want to play really loud, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, we did skip that one. Okay, I didn't even know how I skipped that one because I put Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Yes, that's a good one.
Because you kind of have to blast the shit out of that song and like sing every single word.
You can't. I can't imagine driving home quietly listening.
You can't just like have that in the background. You stop all conversations. You say, all right, after this 5 minutes, then we could talk.
Yeah. I shouted out our own podcast and I put Black Skinhead by Kanye West.
Yes.
Because I just
kind of has to go loud.
Like I just want to feel the the drums and
that
the
album
bass.
is so like instrumental, I feel, or it's so experimental. That's what they call it.
I like that it's like a marching band. Like it's like you just
There's
feel the aggression. It's really good.
Yeah, that's a good choice. All right, number 7 is A song to drive to. What did you put for this?
I put actually this song's pretty new, Gold Rush by Death Cab for Cutie. Have you heard it?
I don't think I've heard that one. I've never really been a big fan of Death Cab for Cutie, but
okay.
I actually going to the Sound Lounge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just got a text the other day about it, so should check it out.
I want to go see them.
You really should.
In an
That'd
intimate
be really
setting.
Cool.
It's really nice. It's the song. I listened to like their commentary on like the lyrics, and it's basically just talking about. I think they grew up in San Diego or whatever city they lived in on the West Coast, but the lyrics are like, oh, it didn't used to be this way, but it sounds like really like nice and happy. Yeah. But it's just like talking about how much the city has like changed.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of like just like
it's good driving
light,
music,
easy listening. Yeah,
that's good. I put it's a song by. Have you ever heard of The War on Drugs?
Yes.
So I put this song called Under Pressure. It's the first song that opens up like their, I think not their first album, but like their like big premiere album that they came out with, and like it's like 9 minutes long. But, like, when I listen to it, like, it's just one of those songs that you could just kind of zone out while driving. Because it's just a steady, like...
Take a nap.
Yeah, good rock beat. And, like, I actually...
While driving.
It's funny while you say that. Because, like, when I have, like, rode on buses to, like, trips and stuff for rugby, I've played through this whole album, made it to the third song, and I fall asleep. Every single time. I make it through Under Pressure, the second one, the third one, and then I fall right asleep. Because it's so, like... so soothing.
Yeah. My
second choice was Tame Impala. Like, the song Moment. You ever heard that one?
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Tame Impala is good.
It's good cruising music.
I actually more so than a car, a plane. The first time I ever flew by myself, I was flying to Las Vegas, and I hadn't flown since I was like pretty young. Like the last time I was on a plane, I was probably
so it's a big
like
difference
5,
because now you're like
and then like
adult.
21, and I was on a plane by myself, and like. I'm just naturally an anxious person, and I downloaded...
Like, oh god, we're gonna crash.
Not even shitting you, I'm not making this up. Tame Impala in my headphones, finally taking flight, and the plane lifts into the air, and I'm like, I'm literally hyperventilating. I'm like, oh my god, it was
that should have just calmed you down. That's amazing.
And I had the window seat. I listened to that whole album like 3 times over.
Wow.
The whole way there, because it was the only album I actually downloaded to my phone.
That's Currents? Or the other one.
Currents, yeah. It was so pleasing.
I have my sister has the vinyl of that. One of the records is like this weird like purple pink, like matte purple pink, and then the other one is like see-through orange. Sick. She hangs them on her wall because they're so cool, and like I love listening to it on a record player.
Are you one of those people that really gets into the records and it's like, I
love
the sound quality of the record?
It's not even like the sound quality. It's just like it's the aesthetic. Like you flip it around, you put it on there, you put it down real slow, and it like you hear it and it starts, and that helps you listen to an entire album all the way through because like you're not gonna skip songs. Just fucking let it go.
I agree.
It's something you could put on like in the background while you're doing laundry or cleaning your room or something. And
do you have a record player?
No, I couldn't buy it off my sister, and I don't want to buy a new one. So
I want to buy. Just buy one from Urban Outfitters. They're like
records are so expensive though.
Really?
Like you could go to like I guess the bookstores and stuff. Yeah. And buy like cheap ones and like maybe find some gems, but like if you want like a new one like Tame Impala one, it's probably $25, $20 at like Barnes and Noble or something.
Yeah, it's an expensive hobby.
Which is ridiculous. You can find some cheap good ass ones though.
I kind of want to get into it only because I was not an advocate, but I just loved buying CDs. Like I would wait for CDs to come out. I would go to Target and I'd be so excited, put in my car. It's a different experience listening to it. Like, I don't know why. And I haven't had that in a while because I don't even have a fucking CD player in my 2017 Kia Soul.
My newest car that I just bought, like, the aux cord was kind of fucked up. And, like, so I like, got all my CDs that I had from the past, like, bunch of them. Freaking, I had, like, Arctic Monkeys, like, Two Door Cinema Club. And I just piled them in my car. I made, like, 3 mixtape CDs off of, like, albums on SoundCloud and stuff. And listen to CDs all year.
Pause. I have a question. Were you like driving in front of me last night? Did you get home?
You were going really slow.
You were behind me. That's what it was.
Last night.
Like, did you get home kind of late? Probably like right before midnight in a black car.
I don't have a black car. It's blue.
Is there a black car at your house?
No, my car is blue.
It's a very dark blue, though.
It's a very dark blue, yes.
Were you guys, like, jokingly, like, driving, like, swerving?
When we went down,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
my girlfriend
you guys
that was driving because
me.
I was drunk.
That's funny.
I was, like, really drunk, so she drove home for the bar.
I was like, who is on my ass?
Yeah.
Fuck. And I thought, like, someone was following me. No. Okay, you were in front of me.
You were following us. That's why, because, like,
Okay, but this is the thing. You were driving so fucking slow.
It wasn't me. It was my girlfriend.
Okay, I'm remembering. My memory's
She was
coming
like,
back
why
now.
is this person following me? I was like, they're just going to their house.
I felt like, this is what I
It
felt
was
like.
you? Oh my god, that's hilarious.
This is what I felt like had happened. I was like, this person is, like, following me by driving in front of me. Because this is, when we were, like, entering the neighborhood, I technically could have turned in front of you. I had plenty of time.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, she was driving slow as fuck to turn in. She was taking her sweet old time, and I was like, okay, come on, baby, yeah. Like, reel her in. And then in my head, I was like, okay, this person's maybe, like, waiting to see, like, where I'm
my
gonna
god,
go.
so paranoid. That's so funny.
And then I was like, oh shit, like, when I saw you start
following her.
When I saw you start driving all swervy, I was like, they're turning around. Like, they really were following me. And I was like, I had to, like, I literally ran into my house so fast. And then I look and I see, oh, it's pulling into your fucking driveway. I'm like, it's Ryan!
Yeah, that's funny as hell. You both were hella paranoid about each other's cars when driving. Because she was like, really this person keeps following me, fuck. Like, they're not following you.
This is literally me. That's so funny.
Okay, well.
What number are we on now?
Back to it. 8, I think?
8. This sounds so stupid.
Alright, so 8 is a song about drugs or alcohol. So I said the entire Acid Rap album by Chance the Rapper. I was going to say Acid Rap, I was going to say Cocoa Butter Kisses, I was going to say Juice, but like it's all about drugs and alcohols. So the whole album, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. That's a good one.
It's worth it.
I went quite literally and I said Doses and Mimosas by Cherub, which is such a bop.
I fucking love that song so much.
It's so... Have you ever listened to it while you're in a pool?
I mean, I can't say I have, but like I can imagine myself doing that, yeah.
It's such a great song to just be drunken in a pool, too, honestly.
It's such a great song, like, in any sense. Like, if you're drunk, inebriated or like extracurricular activities,
even if you're just
it's good to go
completely sober Tuesday morning, just need to get the vibes up.
You need to get a bop going.
All right, number 9.
Sweet number 9, a song that makes you happy.
I said Junk of the Heart by the Kooks. Do you know that song?
I've heard of the Kooks. I've never heard any of those songs, that song or any of their songs.
I'm gonna send you that one too.
Put it on our playlist.
That one is almost a cheat as well because the lyrics are literally "I wanna make you happy."
Oh, that's a friggin' cheat. Yeah.
The thing is, it does make me happy.
Yeah.
When he says that, so fitting.
Well, kudos to you. There you go. Fitting.
I win.
I put this song called Jubel by Klingelid or something. It's like, okay, so it reminds me, have you seen Matilda? The movie where she has like powers? So when she's making pancakes, there's that song playing and it kind of sounds like that song, but like,
my memory of the song that was playing during that completely irrelevant scene.
Okay, whatever. I'm just saying that this song has like an amazing sax solo and like an amazing saxophone player. Like it's like saxophone and beats. It's one of that type of music. And every time
you've sent me some good songs with saxophones and beats.
I'm
really happy. Yeah. You sent me the Okeda.
Oh yeah,
which I really like.
Good, yeah.
I felt like Sedona. Did Sedona have a little bit?
No, but that is like one of the greatest songs I've ever heard. I sing it all the time. Okay, I wake up in the morning and it's stuck in my head. You just get emotional
thinking about it.
Yeah, it's great. But yeah. So that's mine. It's cool. All right, so.
On a completely opposite note.
Songs that make you sad. Number 10. I put Let Her Go by Passenger.
That makes you sad?
Yeah. It's a sad song. I don't know. I honestly, I don't get sad. I don't listen to sad music. Like, what do I look like, a chump?
Interesting.
No, I'm not a chump. Okay, you're a chump. I don't listen to sad music. Yeah. So when I thought of something, I was like, yeah, that song is like slow and like it's kind of somber. So I guess that makes me sad. I don't know, but it kind of makes me happy because it's a cool song.
Okay, I can get behind it. It's interesting that you say you don't listen. One of my close friends that I met at my school, like, we were driving and talking, and she said the same exact thing. She's like, I just don't listen to sad music. Like, I just don't fuck with it. And I'm like, what? It's literally half my playlists are like cry, sad.
I mean, like, I might, but like, maybe I don't like take it that way. I don't know.
I love listening to sad music.
So what's your sad music? What's your sad song?
I said the song 17 by Youth Lagoon.
What a great band name. I've never heard that either.
It's a pretty band name.
Okay, don't add it to the playlist, though. I don't want to be sad.
I won't, but it's just one of those songs, like, as soon as it starts playing, you just feel, like, heavy. You're like, fuck.
Life sucks.
Yeah, and I have this playlist called Cry, and it's... that song is on it. You do not
have a playlist called Cry.
I do. Ridiculous. I'll send it to you. There's only 5 songs on there because...
Send it to me.
It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much, but those songs are, like... If I start listening to them, I will cry.
Does it have, like, Adele in it or something?
Absolutely not.
She's amazing.
She doesn't make me cry.
Well, that's good. I hope she doesn't make anyone cry.
Our neighbor Hannah, she... I'll have to show you later, but she saw Adele, and there's a very infamous video of her, like, Adele, like, comes over the speaker, and it's like, hello, and it's just Hannah sobbing.
God. That's hilarious.
It's the funniest video I've ever seen in my entire life.
That sounds pretty hilarious. All right, next song. It's a song that you never get tired of. This was a really hard choice because I replay a lot of songs a lot of times. And you know what? Actually, the best thing that Spotify has ever done, is make the best of 2017, best of 2016 playlist. Because those are always fucking bangers. Always. I still play the best of 2017. It's amazing. The best of 2018 is going to be even more amazing. Because my music taste just goes... I know, like, and like when I listen to music, when I play like songs over and over, I'm like, this is going to be up there. This is going to be on that playlist. I know it.
Yeah, I have mine saved too because it was just really good. And it was more so just convenient because
you don't know what to listen to, so then you just like...
I always look up songs when I like them. I'll play them like every single day for a month. Yeah. And that just kind of compiled them without me having to do any work.
So then you just like open up your Spotify playlist, play the playlist, and go on with your day.
Yeah. Thanks, Spotify.
What did you do for... Oh, I didn't even say mine. Hold up. I'm going to go back to my list. So a song that I never get tired of is Dunes by Alabama Shakes.
Okay.
Also Sound and Color, which is the first opening song to that album. Because, like, I don't know why. I can't get enough of that with Alabama Shakes. After seeing them live, like, they encored with Sound and Color. Like, she came back out. Like, to leave the stage, first of all, she, like, put a fucking cape on and then just, like, stormed off as the band was just, like, fucking... just fucking playing the song, and then she just like stormed off, and everyone was like, oh, encore. Of course she's gonna come out for an encore, and they just started with that first chord that just dun, and I was like, yes, that's my favorite song.
I love that feel. I could feel the chord just from you describing it. I know that feeling. I said Tongue Tied by Group Love.
See, that's a great song too. Wow.
I love Group Love. It's probably, they used to be like my favorite. They still are, though. In my heart, they'll always have a very large spot, because I just love their energy, and I saw them. I saw them for the first time in Michigan, and then like after I saw them, I was like, I need to see them, and I saw them like 4 times that year.
Oh no shit!
Because they're just so like, they're jumping around, like screaming. The whole crowd is just so active.
They're good entertainers.
Yeah, and it's such a different. You hear the music differently than when you listen to it.
Yeah, definitely. And
after like feeling it that way. So,
and to be honest, I don't think I've listened to like any of their other music. Maybe a couple songs, but like Tongue Tied is like good, but like it got overplayed on the radio for me.
Oh, absolutely.
So like I kind of got tired of it.
For me, it's more of like a nostalgia thing. Like if it comes on, I just kind of get like, aw, I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah, nowadays I'll listen to it, but even when it did,
it's like looped back around to the point where it's not annoying anymore.
Yeah,
it's in that phase.
Yeah, definitely.
But their musically, they're not like amazing. They're not
impressive.
Amazing like singers. Like even the girl, like she's not a singer. She literally was like an artist, and she just like fell in love with this guy, and they started making music and
that's kind of a cool story.
They lived in like an artist hub in Greece.
An artist
They like
hub?
went away to this like house full of people that
when you live with like
painted
1,000 people
and did art.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. Meanwhile, in Plainfield.
All right, so number 12. I didn't really like this one too much. I didn't answer it right away when I was going down the list, but it's a song from your preteen years. So this is when we were in like 6th, 7th, 8th, freshman, sophomore?
Yeah.
Okay, well, where is it? I put Chop Suey by System of a Down because I just like randomly remembered listening to that song like constantly. That one, the BYOB one, like I don't even like that kind of music really anymore at all. But that's just something that like when we were on the bus.
Airplane by like
yes,
Airplanes.
See, I still jam to that song once in a while.
I said 9 in the Afternoon by Panic at the Disco, but thinking about it, I think that was more like early high school for me. I was a teenager at that point. Preteens, I was on like pop music high. I was probably listening to like Vanessa and Hudgens. I was probably still listening to like
I get you.
I had a pretty like weenie
the music that's
taste
not really great music. Now that you really
no,
think
but it
about
was so good at the time.
Yeah, it's like way overproduced. That's why I don't like pop music nowadays. It's way overproduced.
I will say though, in that time, 2008 was. I say this a lot. Like 2008 was such a great year for pop music.
Quit living in 2008.
I can't. Like Katy Perry's first album. Like do you know the song Let It Rock?
Yeah.
Like I loved that song. Those all came out in 2008. Anyways, look it up,
continuing on. Number 13, one of your favorite 80s songs.
This is one of my favorite songs of all time.
So I put down Take On Me by Aha.
And I also put down Take On Me.
We got a winner. That means shot time. Cool. Also, I've been sipping on my beer like very constantly. I don't know about you. You haven't, but
I'm slowly sipping on my thing.
I'm probably gonna die, like on mic, but that's okay.
We are having.
So Take On Me. It's one of the greatest 80s songs ever made.
It's such a good song.
Have you seen the music video too?
Absolutely. Yes, I have.
Absolutely.
I love that song. I love the music video. There's a slow version, MTV Unplugged on Spotify. Look it up. It makes me cry. I should have put
slow
that.
Version?
Yes, Ryan.
Oh, you gotta send it to me. Send it to me.
You're gonna love it. Yeah. I'm excited. All right.
Okay. Hopefully
here's the Aha and Take On Me. Aha.
Ooh, Aha. It's very gross.
That's bad.
Let's chase it with some beer. That's the college way. Oh, that just makes it worse, though. Ooh. Jesus. All right, I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one, 14. A song that you would love played at your wedding. I'm going to just go out and say this right now. Love Shack.
Aww.
Love Shack, baby. Yeah, that song always gets me going.
That's a good one. So you went like the fun route. I went like the sappy romantic route, and I want Latch Acoustic by Sam Smith. I don't know if you ever had a Sam Smith phase.
I've heard it.
That song is so beautiful. It's so well written.
It's the acoustic one. Wow.
Yeah, it's like a slowed down version. Really nice. Really, I just want all slowed down versions of every song ever played at my wedding. It's going to be depressing.
Yeah, that's going to be a really depressing wedding. Don't invite me. All right, next one.
Fuck you.
I don't.
You weren't on the list anyway.
Whatever, Megan. I thought we were friends. No, I won't be too butthurt. Actually, I will be. So invite
Number
me.
15.
Number 15.
Fuck.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, so number 15 is a song that is a cover. Oh, wait, I can't read. I'm sorry. I lost it.
We only had one shot.
I know. It's a really, really long. No. It's a really long list and it's very small. So it's a song that is a cover by another artist. Of course, we've already talked about this song. We both said Africa by Weezer. And that's another shot because we both said it.
Honestly, such a fitting song for for his voice. It sounds almost exactly like the original.
It really does.
In my opinion,
I'm very impressed.
In my opinion, it sounds slightly better.
I'm going halvesies.
Yeah, I definitely got eager on that first one.
Yeah, I do have work tomorrow at like 6 a.m. So
I do have responsibilities as well.
Yeah, but it'll make it a little loosey-goosey. All right, so here's to Africa by Weezer.
Africa, Weezer, one of the greatest covers I've heard.
Ooh. Gee whiz.
Do we just have the next 10 in the row the same exact answer?
I hope not. I'm not finishing this podcast. All right.
That's bad.
Next, out of all the alcohols in your cover, you picked fucking bourbon.
I know.
Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
I got a weird taste in my mouth now. You got a Pepsi or some shit. All right, next up is one of your favorite classical songs. Okay, so we had a miscommunication on this one. You just thought of like a song that's like, oh, that's a classic. And I thought of like an actual classical song. Even though I don't know any, I said Star Wars because, you know, it's got classical vibes.
Yeah.
So yeah, the entire Star Wars track, I'm fucking with it. I love it. My old roommate, like, biggest fan of Star Wars I've ever met in my entire life. Yeah. He also does my radio show with me. So I've heard a lot of Star Wars music because he just like plays it when he's playing video games and watching TV and stuff. It's great. But
I mean, I'm not uncultured. If I had to really think about it, Beethoven.
Oh, of course, yeah.
For Elise.
Wow, how mainstream of you, Megan.
But like, classic. I said Mr. Brightside by the Killers, which it really wouldn't be considered a classic. I don't think
it is a classic. What are you talking about? Everybody,
okay.
At least every white person knows that song.
I feel like everyone in America should be required to know that song.
They've at least heard it once in their life.
If you don't hear it coming out of my cage and you don't
sing the rest of the song,
what's going on? Yeah. It's just kind of embarrassing, actually, at that point.
I've seen something about that song. The reason that the second verse is the same, like, coming out of my cage, is because like he was procrastinating the entire like writing it, and then they just like forced him just like to record, so he just said the same thing.
And you know what? It worked out.
It worked out pretty well, so
I'm not even mad about it. What's our next one on the list? Oh, I like this one.
A song that you would sing a duet with on karaoke.
What did you say?
That's a good question. I said this is the only reason I said this is because like is the one time, like, the one really vivid memory of doing karaoke I have is "Soak Up the Sun."
Oh, by Sheryl Crow?
Yes, because I remember doing the only karaoke I've ever done in my life was to that song. So yeah, I'd love to do that again.
Amazing. That's not a duet. But
oh shit, I did it wrong. Okay, yeah.
But that is an amazing karaoke song.
I just thought like you could just sing it with somebody. Still,
I'll give you 10 points.
All right, sweet, 10 points.
I fucks hard with Sheryl Crow. I said "Ain't No Mountain High Enough" by Martin Gaye.
Yeah, that's where it's at. That song always like. How do you not sing along to that song?
I always listen to that when I'm like mopping or.
When do you mop?
You know.
Who mops? We just mop.
Once every 3 years.
Once every 3 years. I mean, I mop quite a bit because I work at a grocery store, but that's just because like I spill shit all the time.
I'm sorry, I don't mop. I Swiffer.
All right. Well, there's a big difference between using an actual like mop, like a janitor, and Swiffering.
No, I don't have time.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, mopping's like extra. You have to dip it in the water and then wring it out. Like,
actually, I really enjoy Swiffering.
Yeah, it's very satisfying because you see a little clean trail.
Yeah, honestly, the Swiffer like cleaner, it smells so good. I have like a weird I have like a My Strange addiction to the smell of it. Ain't no.
We can make a parody video so easily.
Okay, number 18. I like this one too because The Year We Were Born.
Songs that came out the year you were born, and this one I had to like look up like what songs came out 1997.
I for sure did too because I don't remember.
And the first two I saw, I immediately put down, and I put down "Semi-Charmed Life," which is just an all-around fantastic song. Everybody, it's a great song.
Of course, it came out the year we were born.
Of course, it just sums up the entire year of my first year on this earth, and then "Barbie Girl."
That's a good one.
Because that was like not one of the first songs I've heard, like, but like that was one song that like my sister loved jamming, and like I started liking it because she would just like bop around to it as a little kid.
I just had like a childhood flashback of you singing that at some point. I don't know if my brain just created that.
We used to sing "Car Wash" a lot and watch Shark Tale. That shit's whack.
Car Wash is such a fun song from my childhood.
It really is a good song.
I'm gonna reserve that for the childhood question. I need to change my answer. When I looked it up, the first one was Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba, and I fucking love that song.
Don't think I've ever heard it.
What?
It just sounds stupid.
Absolutely, you have.
I probably have, it just like
it's the pissing the night away.
Yeah, I've heard it, but it just sounds so stupid. Chumbawamba, and then what's the song called?
It's called Tub Thumping.
Yeah, nope. That's why I didn't listen to it.
I love stupid. It is stupid. It's totally stupid, and it embodies that period of time for me. But then my brother so lovingly reminded me of the song "Bitch" by Meredith something. I don't remember her last name. But I really I had this strong feeling that it came out the day I was born. And the lyrics are like, I'm a bitch, I'm a lover. It's such a
oh shit, that song?
Yeah.
Okay, now
it's such a broody woman song.
A broody woman.
It didn't come out on the day I was born, but I have a feeling
I mean, you could look it up.
It was inspired around that time. No, it came out in May. I definitely looked it up. Okay. I had to know. It's a good one, though. Number 19.
A song that makes you think about life. And I couldn't, think of anything. I don't know. I drew blank when I was thinking about life. Thinking about songs that make me think about life.
Yeah. You know what? Most songs make me think about life.
Yeah, it doesn't really take a song to make me think about life. I just, start thinking about life. I don't need a song to trigger me.
I kind of cheated on this one, too. I said Bittersweet Symphony by U2.
It's not by U2.
Who is it by?
It's by The Verve or the Verve. Yeah, definitely
really?
Not Bono and U2. Hold up, I'll actually look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's not U2 because I hate U2. Everybody hates U2.
What?
They just oh my god.
You hate them, but it's like Coldplay. You know, everyone hates Coldplay now all of a sudden, but you know when that shit comes on and you're alone and...
Okay, there was a couple good Coldplay songs, obviously. But yeah, it's by The Verve.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were off on that one, that's okay.
It kind of
10 points deducted from you, but that's okay.
But that song just makes me feel some type of way.
It's good.
And it plays and you're just like, fuck. What am I going through?
What's happening in life? Am I doing the right thing?
I also discovered while I was, maybe slightly intoxicated that if you play Bittersweet Symphony out on your cell phone, kids, try this at home, and you hold it and you, make the motion like you're playing a violin, because you're, moving your phone and the sound is, traveling by your ear, it actually physically feels like you're playing
It does
violin.
not. I have to do that. When we're done with this podcast, I'm going to do that shit.
I swear to God.
Because that's absolutely fantastic.
But I really like that song, and I won't change it if it comes on.
Good.
So.
Okay, well, next up, number 20. A song that has many meanings to you.
What did you say? This was a really hard one for me.
It was so hard that I didn't do it.
What?
I know. If I could think of one on the fly,
I know we can discuss this one because I know you'll agree with me. I said Ride by Lana Del Rey.
I love Lana Del Rey. I think now that you bring up Lana Del Rey, like some of the Weeknd songs, because I started hanging out with really becoming good friends with my sister when she showed me the Weeknd. We started partaking in extracurricular activities together and stuff and whatnot, and we actually started becoming good actual friends, and she stopped being a dick to me.
Yeah.
And she showed me the Weeknd and stuff, and I started jamming them too. So it'd have to be one of the Weeknd or Lana Del Rey songs. Yeah, I like Ride.
Yeah. Ride for me, it's you can listen to it when you're at a peak or when you're at a pit.
I love Lana Del Rey.
It's
she's amazing.
I just ride.
Just ride.
If it's good or it's bad, I just ride. That song is just so deep to
She's
me.
got some really, really good music, and she's the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, she's her
definitely,
own.
She's definitely up there with beautiful people.
She is just her own style of music, of just her own like actual physical appearance and everything. She's amazing.
Yeah, and like when she came out with music with The Weeknd, I was like, oh my god, like they're like they're each other's counterparts. Like it's gonna be great music, but like it ended up like not being that great. Yeah. And the reason being because like I feel like they're both like really powerful artists and they have powerful voices, and they just didn't. They didn't mix their vibe well with each other. I don't know. It just like they have 2 songs with each other and they're not that great. Yeah,
she did a song with Borns too.
So you think that'd be good? Was it good?
It was.
Oh yeah, it's on Borns' album, right?
Yeah, it's okay. I wanted it to be better though. I think maybe I had
she's
such high
she's a good like solo artist. She could stick to herself. She doesn't need features. Borns doesn't need features. He's freaking amazing. I thought Borns was a girl the first like 3 months I was listening to him.
I love that about him.
I couldn't believe it. My sister was like, "Look at this picture of Borns." I was like, "Wait, what? That's a dude? Oh my god!"
I had so that impressed. With Silver Sun Pickups. I had the opposite. Yes. I was like, "This is a man? What?" I was shocked.
Yeah.
And it's that one song like Lazy Eye.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Because it sounds like a girl, it sounds like a female voice, and then all of a sudden he like breaks into like screamo for a second, and his voice goes like sunshine, like a deep man's voice,
like,
and I was like, wait, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
That was mind blowing to me.
All right, well, moving on.
21.
A favorite song with a person's name in it. I kind of went throwback for this one because I just. Like my roots of like starting to love music came from classic rock. So Layla by Eric Clapton.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't get enough of that song. The acoustic version, Jesus Christ, can that man play guitar? Because he just fucking plucks the shit out of the guitar. It's amazing. It's amazing. What did you put?
I put such a basic ass answer that I almost don't want to say it. I said Ophelia by the Lumineers.
Oh jeez.
It's
the Lumineers are like the epitome of like hipster bands.
Yeah. I used to really love them, but that song in particular is just like haunts me. It plays that song and fuck. I actually think it's another Lumineers song. I'll think of it, but I feel like anytime I get in my car that song comes on. And it's just like I just sit through it. I have
because you jammed to it. Okay, well that makes sense.
Yeah, I really liked it when it came out, but then the radio obviously just destroyed it. Now it haunts me because, that's just how it be.
That's a really beautiful name though. I like the name Ophelia. It reminds me of the movie Savages.
Yeah, that record has a lot of names. There's a song called Angela, there's a song called Cleopatra. I don't know.
I don't think it was about anybody actually named Cleopatra.
I'm not really familiar with the album, but I know there's a lot of names.
I bet you are familiar with the album. You're just lying to the listeners.
No.
All right, so next up on the list, on the docket, 22, a song that moves you forward. I thought this was the stupidest one ever, so I didn't answer it. What does that even mean?
You're so difficult.
Moves me forward as in like it like
empowers you.
Okay, so
are you ever? I know you.
15th in the First by YG Hoodie and fucking Waka Flocka Flame. That really gets me going.
Okay.
It's just like a crazy rap song. I mean, you probably heard it.
Probably at some point. I put Slow March by K-Flay, and I know you're probably not super familiar. It's from her most recent album.
Okay. I haven't heard a lot of her shit, but I have heard some.
This is a good one. It's basically like her like going through the seasons of the year and just like it's kind of it kind of just like walks you through a depression. And and like then the chorus is saying like it's been shitty, but like I know I can do it. Like I know I can be something else than what I've been, which is shitty. And like I kind of go through that. Like I go through weird bouts of depression during the school year just because I start feeling so stagnant.
Yeah.
With like schedules.
It's just the same shit every time.
Yeah. And like I kind of had that this summer because I had like internships, so I had that same thing happen again where it was like very like 9 to 5 this time, that time, this time. Like that's sorry.
Nice thumbs.
I don't operate that way, so that song really resonates with me, and it's
for sure. I like that. I like that explanation. Yeah, I guess I just thought of a song that gets me pumped up when I'm working out.
Yeah.
Because it really brings me forward. It really wants me to. Some Lil Wayne songs.
That was a
going.
tricky question.
Yeah.
A song that brings you forward.
I'd have to say like instead of 15th in the verse, Hell Yeah Fucking Right.
Okay.
By Lil Wayne and Drake.
Yeah.
That song really gets me going because I always just want to like party with my bros or
That's
something
a good
like
one.
that. I don't know.
You have a very positive, like, I think you have a very naturally positive, like, equilibrium, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
I think maybe I don't.
That's okay though.
Musically,
That's fine.
not even necessarily personality wise, but just from
Musically.
a musical standpoint,
Yeah.
I just enjoy some sappy shit. But I'm realizing there's a group of humans apparently that just doesn't fuck with it.
No, I don't fuck with that shit.
And I'm so curious about it now.
You listen to some of my music. I did add some good songs to
Am
our
I
playlist.
depressed, or have I just been listening to depressing music this whole time?
I think it's the music, because music really does affect my mood. I could be like in a shitty mood, like after practice, I have a shitty practice or something, and then like I get in the shower, listen to like some music, and I get out and I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'm good.
okay,
I'm gonna do some homework and I'm gonna play some video games. I'm gonna do like fine. I'm gonna be fine.
Very interesting. I'm the complete opposite.
Really?
I'm like, today is a bad day.
And
Time to go to my bad day playlist.
Bad day.
Yeah, time to listen to bad day.
God damn it.
I've dead ass done that.
Oh, what was that dude's name? I don't know. All right, let's just move on to the next one.
James Blunt, You're Beautiful.
That's a great song, though. It really is. Okay, a song that you think everybody should listen to. So, listeners,
James
listen up.
Blunt, You're Beautiful. I put another K-Flay song just because I had K-Flay on the brain when I was filling out this list.
I couldn't think of a song. Like, honestly, like, I suggest music to people all the time.
But whenever you're asked, it's like...
Whenever someone's like, oh, what should everybody listen to? Like, I don't fucking know. Like it usually, like... Because I love taking, like, DJ. Like, obviously, I love radio and stuff, so I've always loved taking DJ for parties and, like, for hangouts and stuff. So when people are, like, when we're all hanging out, all my friends, like, I take DJ, I take aux in the car and stuff. But, like, it's always, like, I'm feeling out what people are feeling.
Yeah.
It's not just everybody. Like, if they're not feeling a certain type of music, I'm not going to play that certain type of music. Like, if I'm with my neighbors or something, I'll play something that my neighbors are going to like. Or, like, if I'm with my bros, I'm going to play something that my bros like. I'm not just going to, like, play, like, Young Thug in front of my fucking neighbors. Like, they're like, who is this?
And then there's, like, a parents.
Yeah, there's, like, parents.
The
parents playlist, you play Tom Petty. Everyone goes crazy. It's great.
Oh my god. I said another K-Flay song just because, like, I could have put, honestly, any K-Flay song. Her raps are so, like,
extra prolific.
So prolific. It's like sometimes she says shit that resonates so much with me that I'm like, how the fuck? How did she think of that? Like, how did she take that feeling and, like,
put it into
construct
words?
it into a way that rhymes?
She's pretty great. She's
the song I put is called Get It Right, and that's another song, like, just has, like, been with me through the years.
Wait, by Bubba Sparks?
No, by K-Flay. No,
not that
what?
one. Okay, my bad. I'm just being goofy. What's next up on the docket? Because I'm tired of talking about.
24 is a band that broke up.
A song from a band that broke up. Okay, so I couldn't think of any. Like, I don't really know a lot. Like, I know bands that, like, broke up, but I did, like, the one thing that came to mind was the White Stripes. So I said Seven Nation Army. It's not, like, the only song that I like from them, but, like, I feel like they would be making really good music.
Yeah.
If they were still together. Because Jack White makes pretty good music by himself.
Oh, his recent album is so good.
But the other chick was, like, really good at drumming, so, like, they made a really good duo. I'm pretty sure, weren't they married? But they said they were brother and sister, but they were actually married.
Oh, what? No, I never followed them that closely.
No, so they actually told everybody that they were brother and sister. Just to kind of, like...
Fuck with people? Or?
Not to fuck with people, just to kind of keep people, like, out of their business. Like, they're just brother and sister.
Okay.
And then... But in reality, they were married, and they got divorced. That's why the band split up. Like, they had different ideals, and they didn't want to be together.
That's karma.
That is karma. You should have
my friends, right there is karma.
That's karma for you.
I put Fake Your Death by My Chemical Romance. I was never, like, a huge My Chemical Romance. Huge. But when they broke up, I felt really devastated. Because even though they didn't
even know they were
didn't really necessarily appeal to me, I knew they appealed to someone, and I felt sad.
They appealed to a lot of people, yeah.
They were really good.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily enjoy them, but no, I'm just kidding.
They kind of fucking sucked.
No, I was confused when they broke up. It didn't even make sense to me.
Yeah.
So
some bands just do. I think.
But "Fake Your Death" is a really good song by them. It's not one of their like. Maybe it is one of their more popular songs. I don't know, but it's a good one.
I don't really listen to My Chemical Romance. I mean,
Black Parade.
Oh yeah, obviously I'm gonna listen to Black Parade. But like another honorable mention, we'll call it, is like the Eagles. Like throwback bands. Like obviously they'd be 90 right now. Like they are 90 right now. But like back in the day, if they didn't break up, they'd make good music.
My brother mentioned too, like Blink-182 is technically
didn't they die though?
No.
Some of them died on a plane crash.
No, they didn't die. They got injured.
Oh, so nobody died?
Nobody died.
Like when I saw the headline, I thought like all of them died, but like one.
They're still touring, but now it's a different lead singer, Matt Skiba. And if you listen to Blink-182, Tom DeLonge,
Robert
the
DeLonge?
Original. No.
Are they related?
No. Maybe. I don't know. I like Robert DeLonge.
Yeah, he's a good songwriter.
Another K-Play song featuring Robert DeLonge. It's called "Now My Favorite Color Is Blue." It's really good. They both rap at the exact same time.
Wait, like over each other?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to listen to this song. You have to add it to our playlist.
It's an interesting concept. It'd be very difficult to skillfully rap with someone at the same time. But I think their voices are...
They probably did it at different times and just put it together.
Their voices are distinct enough that it worked. It worked out.
I'm gonna have to listen. You're gonna have to add this song to the playlist.
I will, for sure. Let's move on from that. 25, an artist that died.
I had to put Tom Petty because me and my buddy, we were really broken up when Tom Petty died. My mom's like the biggest Tom Petty fan ever, so it's like she texted me, and I was like, oh my god, it sucks. So Refugee is my favorite song by Tom Petty.
Yeah.
Who did you put? Who died? Or Speaker Knockers?
I put Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Okay, yeah. That's an obvious answer. That's pretty
to be
basic
honest,
answer.
my immediate thought was Linkin Park. Like, what's the song by Linkin Park? Like the main one.
In the End.
In the End. I feel like they play it so frequently now, and it's just like it's so hard for
After
me to
Chad
listen
Brunswick
to.
died, is that his name Brunswick?
No, it's. I'm sorry. There's some water running through the pipes. His name is Chester Bennington.
Chester Bennington, and not Chad Brunswick.
Stop.
So disrespectful. I'm sorry.
No, I was really like that was just such a sad story, and I don't know. It was odd to me that then they started pushing that song. Yeah. I get that it was in memoriam, but it's just like hard to listen to, like hearing like the depth of those lyrics and then like knowing, like how it ended. It's just like fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
It's so sad. So
next up, I kind of went like very, very literal because you put me on the spot saying I had to answer this one. So it's songs that you could fall in love to.
Okay.
And I put "Fall in Love" by Phantogram. Have you ever heard that song?
Yes.
You are falling. See, so when I was at the Sloss Fest in Alabama, we saw Phantogram live, and like we were partaking in extracurricular activity. Everybody was like doing stuff around us and stuff, and like I was vibing with her like hard. Like I really loved the concert, but like my sister and like my girlfriend were just like you want to go see Waka Flocka? And I was like, I guess. Like I'm kind of
nope.
Like I want to see Phantogram, but okay. But like it was like one dude that was like shredding the guitar, and then she's like on the stage just like screaming her heart out like with a beautiful voice. But I guess like I don't know. I don't need to fall in love. I'm already in love, so I only have that song.
Do you not fall in love with her every day?
I mean, yeah, so to the song, I guess. There you go.
No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, it's a pretty good
Phantogram.
song.
I like that song.
And they have shit with Big Boy from Outkast. They have a whole album with him.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's called Big Grams.
I like Phantogram, but I only know that song and the "You Don't Get Me High Anymore."
No, you have to listen to the song "Answer."
Okay.
It's a pretty song.
I'm more than willing to give them a chance because I love those two songs. I just never really like.
It's nothing like those either. The song "Answer." I'll add it to the playlist. We should go over the playlist sometime. Maybe next episode.
Definitely. I said the song called "Possibility" by the band Likely. Have you ever listened to them? It's like Lykke.
No, never heard of it.
Li.
Sounds very hipster.
So hipster, but this particular song is actually from the Twilight Saga, The second movie.
Okay, on to the next one.
The second movie, New Moon, when Edward Cullen decides to abandon Bella and she goes through like a 7-month depression.
She really was depressed for a
fucking
long time. She was like in a room
she
for
had
like
a minute.
7 months.
Yeah, she didn't move her chair for 7 months.
Just sitting there staring at the wall.
Damn.
It was ridiculous.
That vampire dick.
She didn't get it till like the last episode.
But that song, I just kind of stole it from that movie and started playing it when I was depressed.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
It's really sad. It's just like, it's like.
There you go. You're with sad music.
It's like, it sounds like you're in like a train or something. I don't know. I'll play it and you'll understand.
Okay.
It's very hard to describe music without playing.
It really is. Can we play music on a podcast?
We can play 8 seconds.
Well, why don't we do that sometime? Just like play 8 seconds.
Stay tuned, people.
Stay tuned. While we take 10 minutes to pull up music. All right, next one. A song that breaks your heart. Nope. I didn't answer it. Because no song breaks my heart. I don't listen to music that breaks my heart. Sorry. That's the same thing as the sad one.
Yeah.
I guess Let Her Go. I'll just say the same song.
I'm gonna say that same song I just said. I felt the heartbreak of Edward and Bella breaking up. Yeah. I just transferred it to my own heartbreak.
It really hit you hard.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. We'll just move on from that one because that's just gonna make me even more sad. Let's not talk about it.
I don't want my heart broken.
All right. So this is a song that you remember from your childhood.
Which I literally said it earlier.
Did I skip it? No. Oh, I skipped one. All right. We'll go back to that one. It's okay.
It's fine because I remembered what I was going to say.
All right. Well, then what's a song that you remember from your childhood?
Car Wash.
Well, there you go. Yeah. See.
So funny. And
we're going to have to agree on that one and just take a shot for that one. But I also have Music Makes You Lose Control by Missy Elliott.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, so you tell me your memories of Car Wash.
Car Wash?
It brings you back.
The reason I like transferred it to you, like my other neighbor Hannah, Austin Saunders, like I had a CD, like a Drew's Party Mix.
Who's Drew?
It's like if you ever go to Party City and they had like
so it was like a now 46 or like a Kids Bop.
Yeah, but it was like 3. Dance jams. Like that song was on it, and I would just fucking bump it every single day.
Wow.
And I thought it was so funny. Like, for no reason. It's just, like, a funny concept to me. A song about the car wash.
It's a funny song.
And then
like,
Shark
they
Tale.
In Shark Tale, and they're, like, washing the whales and stuff. Like, yeah, whale wash.
After Shark Tale came out, it was game over.
Yeah, definitely.
It just solidified it. And now I just make, like, this asshole joke. Like, every time I go to the car wash, I play Car Wash.
And like, you play it, like, look at the people like you're working at a car wash.
Yeah, I'm like, like, the claps at the beginning.
You. Yeah.
All right.
So
I drink that.
You pour those up. The one that brings me back to my childhood is Music Makes You Lose Control because I had like an iPod Shuffle that looked like a USB drive. Do you remember those ones?
Yeah.
Not the rectangle, not the really small square ones, but the rectangles.
Yes.
And I would like go to family parties and just like put my music in and jam to that song, and like I had to keep going through until I got to the song I wanted because it was shuffle, and lean back. Lean back.
Yeah.
I knew every word to that song, and like I played it out as he was saying the words. I'd like play out like what he was doing or whatever because I was like 10 or like 9.
You know, it would be a really good episode if I charged my iPod Nano and got the videos.
Oh shit! Yeah, you definitely
the videos
should do that.
Of you and Matt Birdlick.
There's videos of me and Matt Birdlick doing what?
You have to remember, like.
I probably do if you refresh my memory.
I got like the most advanced iPod Nano at the time that had a video camera on it, and the video camera. This is before Snapchat existed.
Was this like Falcon TV type shit?
No. This is before. This is 5th grade, maybe before 5th.
So what was it then? Because we did hang out quite a bit.
It was like video filters on my iPad Nano. You could like, there was like one that like would dent your face. There was like a like infrared one.
Oh shit, I think I might remember.
And we would make videos on the bus every day. I have probably hours of footage.
We did some weird shit on the bus.
Yeah.
I remember like just always sitting with Matt and like standing up though. I would sit on the inside and then just stand up and like what was her name? Miss Becky would just like yell at us, like sit down, sit down,
yeah.
sit down. We were such dickheads. I'm so mad.
We were such dickheads.
Like, I'm sorry, Miss Becky. Yeah, I'm sorry I was such a dick.
And we would crawl the Wolf Creek Crawlers.
We did not call it that.
Yes,
no,
I swear to God we did.
No. We used to crawl under the bus seats on the bus floor. That is the grossest thing I've ever done in my life. I've never done anything grosser since then.
It was so fun, though. It was so funny for no reason.
Like, if I touch the ground on a bus now, I'm like,
yeah.
I just want to, like, wash my hands.
It was wildly dirty.
We just, like, crawled under and, like, popped up in other seats, like, hey, what up, dog?
The only other thing, not to delve too far into our childhood, because I'm sure we could go off for an hour, but...
It's just boring for people.
The Mad Libs, we'd do I'd get the Mad Libs.
Mad Libs are always fun no matter what.
It was like, noun, penis... Adjective.
Penis.
Yeah, just every single thing we filled in penis.
Yeah.
Some of them were so bad, but...
Good times.
Oh, childhood music.
So, on to number 30, the last question of the question
We need to take our car wash shot.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay, to the car wash.
Cheers.
God, I hate my life.
You're getting worse.
Boy.
I'm glad we're at that.
And you get like, oh, Jesus Christ. All right, on to number 30. I'll try to bear through this. The song that reminds you of yourself. I couldn't think of anything. Like, I know myself pretty well, and, like, I love myself. But I just can't. I can't think of anything. I'm trying to recover from this. It's really bad taste in my mouth. Bullet Bourbon is shit.
Bullet Bourbon is dangerous.
It's smooth and whatnot, like, as far as alcohols go, but, like, I'm not a big shot guy. I'm more of, like, a mixed drink and, like, walk around like a spy drinking a cocktail, because that's how it makes me feel when I drink cocktails.
Yeah.
I feel like James Bond. Or...
unrelated. I'm sorry, okay. I'm always on a tangent. I can't think of his name. It's... I keep hitting my head. Idris Elba. Idris Elba. He might be the next 007. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, it's going to be so good. I love him.
You know, we got to make some bumpers for our podcast. You know, before segments, we do bumpers. You know what a bumper is? I know you know what a bumper is. No.
Fill me in.
Go, man. All right.
What? Like a little intro?
Yeah, like it's an intro for like a small intro.
Sure.
A transition.
Like a liner.
So if you were to say tangent, it'd be like, bum, 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 tangent time.
That'd be good because...
click it and play it. And then like when
it
goes to like...
always going on a tangent.
Like national days, it'd be like, we'd have like music playing and it's the national day. It plays the national anthem. It's just something to think about.
Guys, yet again, stay tuned for our bumpers and our music clips. All right,
so did you have a song for 30?
You know what? I didn't get there. I stopped at 28, but thinking of a song that reminds me of me, I don't know. I don't know myself at all.
Like, I'm
going to say, Do You Believe in Life After Love by Cher. Do you believe? Cher is so powerful and beautiful.
That's a good one. Yeah,
and
she
mystifying. And so am I.
There you go. I can't think of anything, so we're just gonna not. I'm just not gonna answer that question.
Okay.
But that concludes our list of the Music Ask 20 questions. Yay! We ended up taking 4 shots.
And honestly, we're not babies. That was pretty strong.
I'm not sure how much alcohol it has in it, but it's not good.
It is not.
I'm like really hot and sweaty. Like it's like the air conditioning turned off specifically for this episode because it was very loud, and it's just making me even more hot. But that's okay. Right. So we do have to end the episode on National Day. So what the day? How do you word this? How do you word it?
It's the National Day. Today is National Book Lovers Day.
National Book Lovers Day. And it's National Rice Pudding Day.
And
so
honestly,
fuck around and eat some rice pudding.
I feel like I'm one of the rare people that actually enjoys books and rice pudding.
No. I don't like either of those. Those are gross.
Have you had rice pudding?
I don't think I've actually had rice pudding. I've had rice cakes, and they're terrible.
Okay, cakes are dry.
Hold on. I did smell some rice cakes the other day working. I was like stocking them. they have like an apple cinnamon one, and it smelled so fucking good that I wanted to like have it. But then I just realized that they're just not good.
I love rice cakes. It's like you're eating space food. It's like very like.
Have you actually had space food though?
It's like eating nothing. Yeah, I've had space ice cream. I've had Neapolitan flavor.
Yeah, I think it's the only one. It tastes
like chalk.
It's pretty gross. They're like melted.
So does rice cakes, but in a better way. But rice pudding. Now let me tell you about it.
Tell me about rice pudding. Like, are you 95 years old? Like, what the fuck is up with that?
Rice pudding is basically like rice. It's like chunky rice.
But is it sweet?
It's like gelatin. It's sweet.
It's sweet though.
It's for me. It's like a textural thing. It's like a really fun texture to eat. Because I want to feel little grains. I want to feel like all the feelings of eating rice pudding.
That's really good.
Happy National Rice Pudding Day, everyone! But Book Lovers Day. Let's finish on this note. What's your favorite book?
My favorite book ever. It would have to be Lord of the Flies. Because I read it like in I don't know what grade it was, but the teacher made it so cool, and we watched the movie.
Who was
like,
your teacher in 8th grade?
Something with an L. I was in AP. Like I was a really smart. I'm still really good at English and stuff. So like I write really good papers for some reason. I don't know. I don't just like bullshit them. But like they're really good. No, I get like A's on my papers.
Did you have a male?
No, she was a female.
Redhead?
No.
Okay, I had the redhead.
She was like
everyone said she was
like
a porn star.
Like a medium. Oh, I remember her. Yeah.
I don't want to say her name.
I don't either, because she probably was a porn star, but that's okay.
I thought everyone was so petty for saying that, but looking back, she was really hot for a teacher.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyways,
yeah,
she
I
probably was
I had
a
like
porn
the medium
star.
build, like blonde lady, but she loved me, and like, yeah. So Lord of the Flies. So what's your favorite book?
Ooh, you got my wheels a turning. School books. I loved.
The Outsiders.
The one with George and Lenny, which we read in high school. It was called...
Fuck, what is that called?
It's by John Steinbeck. I love John Steinbeck's
What the fuck is
that
book called? With George Lenny, he kills him at the end.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
Kills
Fuck.
him.
It's called A Tale of...
Two Cities?
No, that's
not it. That book
Grapes
is more...
of Wrath.
No.
No, that's with the Jodes.
The damn Jodes.
The family, they all travel, and then she like nurses her boyfriend or something.
How about we use our smartphones and we look it up really quick? So, what is it called again?
It's by John Steinbeck, and the characters are called George and Lenny. This is gonna be so satisfying when we figure this out together, guys. But I'll plug another book that I've been reading recently.
Oh fuck.
Say it.
Of Mice and Men.
Of Mice and Men.
There's a freaking band based off of that.
That was such a fucking fun book. I too was a smart kid in AP English.
Yes, high five to that.
Didn't take any of the AP exams because I wasn't that smart. But,
no, it's just AP like English.
But I fucking loved picking that book apart. I had my highlighter. I annotated.
I enjoy picking stuff apart like that, but I just can't get myself to read books anymore. I'd rather like watch a movie and pick it apart.
Yeah.
Because I could do that. It's easy. That's fun. I like watching movies.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of cinematography and whatnot. But like reading books, I don't know. It bores me. It bores me.
I think we're too tired. And we don't have enough time to really do that. At least I don't.
But even if it was like on like an e-reader or something, I still wouldn't be able to read it. If I read shit on my phone, like I don't read long articles. If I scroll through the whole article, it's like 5 pages. I'm like, nah.
Yeah. I do want to plug one more book. I'll actually show it to you. It's really cool. It's called 1 Year Wiser. It's like an animated like book about guided meditation and like mindfulness.
Wait, how is a book animated?
I don't mean animated. I meant illustrated.
Illustrated. Okay, there you go. That's the good word for it.
Sorry. It's an animated book. It's
a comic book.
It has illustrations, is what I meant.
So pictures.
It's a very easy read because it's mostly
you're just looking at pictures.
Pictures with like text, but it's
for sure.
Like this year when I worked downtown, like it was a really good book to read on the train, because it was like talking about just like thought patterns and shit like that, and it was just like trippy shit to think about, and it was cool.
Philosophy and stuff.
1 Year Wiser, it's a really good...
I'll look into it.
It's a great book to own, I feel like, to have like on your coffee table or like in your bathroom. Yeah. For when people come over and they're like shitting. They're
taking a shit and they're like, oh, 1 Year Wiser. Fuck. They end up shitting for
your
like
friends
3
are
hours.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna go. But anyways, that wraps up wraps up episode 4 of the Meg Ryan Show. As always, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Megan.
And have a great day. So stop it.